Everybody. Um, I didn't really want to be making this stream today, but if you have been keeping up with any of the things that have been going on right now, um, you will know why I am making this video. So, let's just go ahead and start right with it. You can see behind me that neither the booster nor the ship is on the tower. And that is accurate to real life because if, again, you have been keeping up with any of the Starship updates, the booster, or the ship nor the booster is on the tower. And you may be thinking, what are you talking about? The booster is on the tower. And I would say to that, it was on the tower. Because as of the time of the stream, which is Saturday the 17th, the booster has been taken off of the orbital launch mount and has been brought back to Mega Bay 1. We don't know why exactly it's been brought back to Mega Bay 1. We have not gotten any information whatsoever as to like what's going on with the booster that they have to bring it back. But they could just be, this could actually be because of what I'm about to tell you. That caused them to say, well, we can just keep it in the Mega Bay for a few more days while we wait. And so, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. The launch timeline has been moved again. Yes, it has been moved again. It was originally the 20th, and then it got delayed to the 21st, and then this morning we wake up, or most people in my time zone, and maybe a couple time zones behind me, woke up and saw the NOTAM, or a NOTAM, or some note, something. It was something. It was some sort of form that started 27th. So, no Starship launch next week. The FAA has approved Starship Flight 9 is going to happen. The FAA is okay with it. But time has been moved. It was the NEA, or the next estimated time, was next Wednesday the 21st at my time 6:30, Starbase's time 5:30. So, no, I'm sorry, my time 7:30, their time 6:30, because the window opens at 6:30 and then ends at 8:24, I think, or 8:34. I think it's 8:24, which is very cool because we may actually get our first nighttime Starship launch, which would be really, really cool. But no Starship launch next week, which is kind of disappointing, considering the fact that we were all super excited for the launch next week, and it's not happening anymore. So, I mean, the launch is still happening, they're just, yeah. So, vehicle updates. If you can see beyond the tower, let me see if I can actually move this back to the original position it was in before last stream. Just scooch it over. Okay. Now I think you can see. So right over there we have 2 ships and 2 boosters. The ship in the front is 35, and then that is 14 still without Griffins because I still haven't printed the Griffins. This thing, my P1S, my Bamboo Lab P1S. Bamboo Lab, please sponsor me. Please. 35 is in Mega Bay 2 after its static fire, and 14 is now back in Mega Bay 1 after rolling back from the pad. So there's a possibility that because of their new date, their new launch date, that they are just going to keep the booster in the Mega Bay until they really need the booster out there. Because if you think, what's the point of having the booster out at the pad if your launch is not going to happen until like 2 weeks from now? Like, or not 2 weeks, like a week and a half from now. Like, there's no point in keeping it out there. You might as well just bring it back to the Mega Bay. At this point, those ships and boosters, or the ship and booster on that one, and then if I can show y'all. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're back. And then there's another tower that you can't see out of frame that I can't turn my camera for. So, but yeah, So, booster 14 is back in Mega Bay 1. Ship 35 is in Mega Bay 2. So, oh, actually, you know what? I can't move my camera. There we go. Okay. That's the other tower. So there's two towers. The first tower, second tower, both of them have block 2 ships on it. So, but yeah, so we're not getting a flight next week, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean, what would we rather have? A third Starship Block 2 vehicle blow up again, or do we want something that's actually going to work this time? Of course, we want something that actually works. So, I mean, they took a long time with 35 in the Mega Bay, or in Mega Bay 2, so might as well have just some time to perfect all the systems and stuff. So, we did see an engine come out of Mega Bay 2, or a vacuum engine come out of Mega Bay 2. Don't know if that was the old Raptor vacuum. I am going for that is the old Raptor vacuum engine. If you've been on X recently, you know about Space Soder, or however you pronounce his username. I could just be a hypocrite, or really anything, but don't trust what he says. Don't trust what he says. Because from what we know, the static fire went great. And from what we know, he does not, or whoever he is, or they is, we don't, for all we know, he doesn't work there. Like, he doesn't know this stuff, he's just making guesses. Then, yes, the guess that the booster was rolling back to the pad and that the flight date was going to be extended to the 27th, yeah, like, that was right, but everything else is wrong. Like, the static fire went fine, according to SpaceX. Nothing went wrong. They haven't told us otherwise, and so I don't personally believe that we're, I don't believe that they're just replacing the engine and going for it. I don't believe that they're going to have to do another static fire because, I don't know, like, I just don't believe what he says. That's just my opinion, though. My opinion is just don't believe what he says, because all the information he's getting is just nonsense. But, anyways, back to the whole point of this. So question, why is it not on the 26th, and it's on the 27th? What is the 26th in the U.S.? In the U.S., the 26th is Memorial Day. That is a federal holiday, therefore we can't have a flight on a federal holiday. So, they can't do Monday, so they have to go for Tuesday. So, hopefully, by the 27th, we'll have a launch, we'll have a ship in the Indian Ocean, and we'll have a booster in the Gulf of Mexico. Because it is all but confirmed, not all but confirmed, it is confirmed by the FAA at this point that SpaceX is not going for a catch-up booster 14. So, we will not have a reused booster, and the booster will be splashing down in the Gulf. We will have a reused booster, but the booster will not be caught again. It will be splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico. So we have not gotten confirmation yet, though, if it's going to be using 2 engines to use the landing burn. We don't know if that's going to happen yet. So, now, what does that mean for exactly my stream? Now, as you know, I rescheduled the stream for 21st. That was when the flight date switched again. So I have not updated it yet. So at one point soon, probably today, you'll see the updated schedule, so that stream will premiere on the 27th now at 7:30 p.m. because their time, their window goes. One second. Sorry about that. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was talking about the launch date. Okay, so yeah, I will be changing the schedule, and the stream will start on Tuesday, May 27th at 9, oh my god, I'm really bad at this, 7 p.m. Because we'll start 30 minutes before the window opens, which means that we'll start 30 minutes before the window opens, which leaves probably an hour before any signs of the flight actually happening, not including any delays that are scheduled to happen, if they do happen. Yeah. So I will be changing the schedule on that. Now, let's get into what the rollouts could look like. Okay, so First of all, now that both ship and booster are back at the Mega Bay, we have two rollouts that we need. So we need the ship rollout and we need the booster rollout. Now, the booster rollout I would expect would probably be around... The booster will probably roll out either the night of the 24th or the night of the 25th, going into the 26th. So it could either roll out the night of the 24th going into the morning of the 25th, or the night of the 25th going into the 26th. No, actually, I think the booster is going to roll out the 22nd to the 23rd, and then the ship... So after the booster gets to the pad, a few hours later it will be stacked into the OLM, and then I think the booster will probably... the ship will probably be rolled out the night of the 24th to the morning of the 25th, and then be stacked the day, or on the 25th at some point, so probably midday the 25th. And then the 26th will be the partial wet dress rehearsal, and then the 27th will be launch. Hopefully, if no delays persist. Also say everything goes well, and we don't have a situation like last time where we had to scrub. So, yeah. So now the launch schedule is looking different. The earliest we could launch is the 27th. The latest we can launch, as of these notices and stuff, is June 4th. So, which, I mean, yeah, that's still a bit far, but like, June 24th is not too far, and that is a, thing, so that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's like a 9-day window, I think. Let me look, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's a 9-day window. So we basically have a week window to work with. So, yeah. So pretty big window, but hopefully this time things go well. We get our splashdown, and if we don't need another splashdown, we can catch at Pad B. Speaking of Pad B, I'm not going to cover this too much, because I have a separate stream that will probably be going live in the next couple hours, maybe a day or so, probably the next couple hours after I finish this one. But, you know, we don't, if you literally have been living under Starhopper or something, you would know that, guess what arrived at Pad B the other day and was lifted? Yes, lifted. Pad B Chopsticks lifted something. Not too exciting, but also kind of exciting at the same time. The load weight spread testing thingies, the big balloon looking things, arrived at Pad B. And so Heavy's hardware was tested. Which is pretty exciting. Oh, man. Stupid fly. Please hold 1 minute, guys. Fly. Alright, well, this was a relatively short stream just to kind of go over what was going on, so I will see you guys next time. This is Matthew from SXP, and I'll see you next time. So, again, Matthew from SXP signing off.